Hi, I'm Kurt Miner, GM Product Trainer. I'm here in the studio today with the 2008 Pontiac G8 GT. Now, those of you that have been following the launch of this vehicle like I have know that the GT contains a tire inflation kit. No spare tire, no jack. Of course, the idea here is weight reduction, mass reduction, better horsepower to weight ratio, better balance front to rear, about 50-50 actually, which is really respectable. We're going to go over the operation of that kit right now, okay? First of all, the location. Located right back here where you might expect to find it, in a foam enclosure. Let's go over the kit itself, first of all. On the top of the kit, I notice the pressure gauge, reading PSI, a canister which contains the sealant for the damaged tire, and an on-off switch. On the side of the unit is a hose that delivers the sealant and air to the affected tire. On the bottom of the unit, find another hose that delivers air only to the affected tire. So you can also use this as an inflation kit for things like beach balls or air mattresses, etc. And there's an accessory right here to facilitate that. So at this end of the unit, there's a 12-volt accessory outlet lead. So you just remove this, and of course you'll plug this into a 12-volt accessory outlet in your car. So this is my air compressor. Now let's go over the actual operation. Once you've affected, or noticed the affected tire, I should say, that has lost air, the first thing I'm going to do is inspect that tire. This is only effective at repairing a puncture in the tread area of up to about 1/4 of an inch, or 6 millimeters. So it has to be in the tread area once again. Any sidewall damage, any puncture larger than 1/4 of an inch in the tread area, or if the tire is removed from the wheel itself, this is not going to get the job done. You'll have to call 1-800-ROADSIDE, GM's 5-year, 100,000-mile roadside assistance program. But let's go over the operation of the actual unit. Once I've removed the unit from its casing, walked around to the affected tire, I'll set this on the ground. First thing I'm going to do is remove the cap from the valve stem, all right? At that point, I'm going to take the hose from the side of the unit, attach it to the valve stem, and turn it clockwise. At this point, I want to look at the pressure switch and make sure that it is in the off position, all right? Making sure that the unit is off, I will remove the 12-volt accessory power outlet lead and attach it to the 12-volt power outlet, either on the dash or in the center console of the vehicle. Now, once I've done that, started the vehicle, I return to the affected tire, and I'm going to watch the gauge as I turn the unit on. Once I turn the unit on, I'm going to watch the gauge. I'll notice that I'll get a greatly elevated reading, a pressure reading on the gauge. That's because the sealant is being delivered through the tube to the tire. Once the sealant clears the tube, then I'll get a more normal or regular pressure reading. Now I know that I need 36 psi in each tire of this vehicle because I found that information on the information label, the air pressure label and loading label, right inside the driver's door on the B-pillar. So again, 36 psi. While the compressor is running, I'm going to get a slightly elevated pressure reading. So again, if my target is 36, I'm going to probably target maybe 38 and then turn off the unit and watch where the pressure needle returns to. If I get about 36 in that affected tire, I'm good to go. I'll then remove the inflator kit hose from the tire, disconnect it from the power outlet, and stow the unit. At this point, if I have reached 36 psi, I'll remove this sticker from the top of the canister and place it at a prominent area on my dash. That's just to remind me to drive at 55 miles an hour until the affected or damaged tire is replaced or repaired in a permanent manner. I drive the vehicle for about 5 miles, maybe 10 minutes. This is really important because, you see, the tire is not actually sealed yet. I need to actually distribute that sealant in the tire. So once I've driven that prescribed amount, then I'm going to pull over at a nice safe area and inspect the tire again. I'm going to read the pressure and look for 36 psi. How do I do that? I can use the air-only hose on the bottom of the vehicle, hook it up, and look for 36 psi. If I have lost more than 10 pounds of pressure in that given tire, that's a red flag. That means that I need to actually call 1-800-ROADSIDE and have someone come out because the tire cannot be actually repaired with this unit. If it's between 0 and 10 though, then I'll inflate the tire using the on switch to the recommended pressure of 36 psi. At that point, I restow the unit and drive to a qualified repair facility to have the tire either repaired or replaced. Remember, the canister is only good for one shot, so it might be a good time to replace that canister as well.